Welcome to the Hope to Heal Club, your road to recovery. Welcome to week 2, and this week is my road to hope, which is going to be really exciting. So I'm Hina, and this week I brought my lovely companion Trigger.
Hello.
Also my lovely husband. Welcome. Okay, so let's start with what's been good. What's been your sparkling moment of the week?
Did you learn something new? Did you do something brave?
Did you go out with your friends? You made something really cool. What made you super happy? Stop and pause the video and write down and discuss with your mum or dad. Great, welcome back. Let's kickstart week 2, my road to hope. And that's what we're looking for. So no change takes place until your thoughts actually change. So it's super important to be careful of our thoughts, the things we constantly say to ourselves.
Why is it important I control my thoughts?
So, because the thoughts control your life. So if you don't think it, you won't actually do it. That's both good and bad. And if you have good thoughts, you will do good. And if you have bad thoughts, you're just going to do bad stuff in your life.
So your mind is like a battlefield pretty much.
It's like a big battle, good versus evil.
I'm not good enough.
I am good enough. So it's a constant battle in your mind. Or sometimes you may hold grudges of other people, or you just get super angry with your mum or dad and you just want to scream and shout. So you have to be alert and be on guard every time. So when the bad stuff in your mind comes, we need to go to defense mode. Because sometimes we feel really tempted to really be angry, sad,
Or anxious.
or very, very fearful. Yeah, that's right.
Oh yeah, there's a verse from the Bible that talks a bit about that.
Yes, that's right. It comes from the book of Proverbs. There's a quote that says, "A hot-tempered person stirs up conflict, but the one who remains patient calms a quarrel." Beautifully summed up, isn't it? So a calm mind, you're peace, you're confident, you'll have comfort, you have strength, you have a controlled life. So to feed our mind with the truth, the good stuff and not the bad, and free ourselves from the lies and the old stories that we tell ourselves, I'm not good enough. And also we need to focus on our goals, our visions, our dreams. So we are all promised a plan. Did you know that? We're all promised a plan and a bright future. Something I will talk about a bit later on in the series. But we have to just go for it. A bit like an athlete.
Are you ready? Set, go.
So,
Why do some people never reach their goals and dreams?
okay, I can tell you about that. Well, some people are very unclear about their vision, their goal, their dreams. They end up in disaster. If there's no plan, they just waste time not going around in circles.
We definitely don't want that for you. A bit like swimming without direction. Swimming, but not going anywhere.
I've done that this morning. I was just going swimming around in a circle, didn't get anywhere. So, number 2, you get them in a big collision. If you don't have a plan or a goal, you're just gonna crash. The result is not great. You're just gonna be back and bruised. And it's not good. You're just gonna get hit from all sides. So it does require what?
Hard work and some brain power.
I can't really use my brain. Okay, number 3, people don't get to see clearly. You need to see through the eyes of faith, not the eyes of fear.
And some people never reach their goals because they have a closed mind. Kind of lockdown mind. We all know about lockdowns, don't we?
Oh, yeah, it's not much fun, is it?
No. But do you know why this man called Jesus?
Oh, yes, I do. I know of him. He came to save us from all our wrongdoings. How cool is that? And give us real life.
Well, that's right. He was a very wise man. Jesus said, "Your eyes are the lamp of your body. If your eyes are open and good, your whole life will be full of light. But if your vision is bad, and your whole life will be full of darkness."
Wow.
That's from the book of Matthew.
Wow, that's powerful. That's powerful.
So that means if your vision and goals are bad, you will never reach your goals and become very sad.
We don't want that, do we?
No. Try squinting your eyes and try walking. You're all over the place.
It's not good. My vision was very blurred. I had no idea where it was going. So if you don't see truthfully, correctly, and you're living in the dark, you're just never going to reach your true potential. You'll miss out on all the good stuff like joy, happiness, self-control, confidence, calmness, comfort, which are the special ingredients of reaching our true potential in our life. But life has store for you because you can't see it. Some of you may have heard the saying, what you see is what you get. And if you turn to the good stuff, you will see the light. Or if you turn the bad stuff, you're just going to see darkness. We can only get to the goal if we see a goal. We have to see it in our minds to imagine it.
Are you looking through life in the eyes of faith or fear? To reach our goal, we need a roadmap for where we're going. We need a plan of attack.
Indeed, we need a plan. So you can control and cope better with your emotions. Yeah, reach your true potential. And another thing that stops us from reaching our goal is...
Well, it's overemphasizing on the negative. All this does is create more stress and worries. We either run away from our goals, we lose motivation, we get really angry. So we end up moving in the wrong direction.
So we have a choice of what we're going to focus on, which will determine our happiness. And another trap is...
Well, we just pay too much attention to what other people are doing. We compare ourselves to our friends and families. She is better than me. I can never do that. I don't have what it takes.
I think everyone does that, don't they, without even them knowing. So warning, 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 it's a trap. It's stopping you from getting your goals. Remember, you are a unique individual and your plan is going to be different from everyone's plan. There's a quote here, do not conform to the patterns of this world, but let God transform you into a new person by changing the way you think. So do not conform, but transform into a new person. 3, another trap is...
Well, we don't appreciate what natural talents we have.
Yeah, sadly we bury them in the ground. Our gifts of creativity, writing, singing, dancing, collecting, organising, or just being really kind and friendly. We just waste our talents. So what talent have you buried into the ground because of the fear, sadness, and all your insecurities? Let's find out. So let's see what talent you've kept because you were too scared.
Ah, there we go.
Pencil.
Gift of writing.
You have buried the gift.
I was scared to start writing my books. I thought it was not good enough.
But now, remember, you are good enough.
Yep.
And you are unique. So here's your pen.
Thank
you can
you.
start writing your book. So what gifts have you buried in the ground because of fear, sadness, and insecurities? Tis a shame people just stop doing what they love and good at because of their emotions. So instead of saying I can't do it, say I can do it. All the times you thought you weren't good enough, let's bury it in the ground.
All the times the fear got in the way, that blocked your happiness.
Let's bury it in the ground. And all the times overthinking and you just got confused, let's bury it in the ground. So another trap is...
we affect others with our negativity. Negativity spreads.
It's
contagious, like a bad smell.
Smelly.
Poison gas. Negativity smells.
You need a gas mask. Perhaps your mum and dad used to be super scared of spiders, so they walked in the room and went, ah, what's a spider? And you're in the room, you're like, oh, why are you scared? And then all of a sudden, now you thought all spiders were scary. And that's negativity. So negative does smell. Or even hanging around with negative people. Or people who just moan all the time. So do not fear what they fear, and don't let it terrify you. And that's from the book of Isaiah. It's a trap. And if you look in fear, it's just going to make you miserable, more and more sad and sadder. And if your sadness increases, which is caused by the fear, you're not going to go anywhere. Or just complaining regularly, being doubtful, unable to trust anyone. Guess what happens, Trigger?
You'll just go away from your goal instead of towards your goal.
And these are all signs that you're living in a life with the eyes of fear and not faith. So I will tell you the solution, how to live with faith, not fear, over the coming weeks, so we can be transformed into a new person.
A bit like a caterpillar who turns into a butterfly.
Yeah, yes, a lovely quote here. A caterpillar changes into a butterfly, transforms sinners into saints. It's a lovely quote here from the book of Romans. First, we have to learn to accept the fear and just do it anyway. And it's by confronting the enemy face on. Remember, it's a battlefield, good versus evil. And so we need to change our life story. So what are you constantly telling yourself on a regular basis, like constantly every day? You're saying the same thing. Is it, I can't do it, I'm never good enough, I'm not worthy of it? So I want you to stop and pause the video. Think of the negative constant saying you're constantly saying, and then I want you to turn it into a positive. So I want you to stop, have a think, discuss it with your mum or dad or by yourself, pause the video and write it down on a piece of paper. Well done, you have your new life story, and this is a journey, our road to recovery, and you're still going to go through some hard times. So it's a process, it's our roadmap, so you can start to take control of your emotions. So before doing anything, we do need a goal and a vision to see where we are going, so we are heading. So what is your goal? So imagine there's this huge mountain and we want to get to the top, and at the moment it just looks really daunting and super scary. And is your goal to be happier? Is it to be braver? Is it to be confident? Is it to be calmer, more relaxed? Have a think what your main objective is. What's your main goal that you would want? Stop and pause the video and write it down. Great. So you've got your goal, let's say, is to be happier or confident. On a scale from 1 to 10, so 10 being super, super happy or super, super confident, so you give yourself a 10. So write down on a piece of paper, what is the best you ever been? And then write, what's the worst you ever been? And then write down where you are. If you need time a bit longer, to stop and pause the video. Great, so now we know the current situation, where we are and where we are going to. We want to reach to the maximum true potential, which is 10 and beyond. That's what we want. So I would like, for your homework this week, I would like you to say your new life story that you've just written down, okay, which is going to kickstart the process.
How many times?
21 times. It's a lot, isn't it?
You know, it's a bit like riding a bike. You need to practice.
Yeah, it's a bit wobbly at the start, isn't it? You may,
Can be.
and so the more we practice it, it becomes an automatic response. It's a bit like riding a bike. When we were riding yesterday on the bike.
Oh, yes.
And it's so, I don't even think about it. I just get on the bike and I just ride. I don't think about, oh, I need my stabilizers. So it's going to take time. It's going to take work. So it takes hard work and brain power. So what have you learned today, Trigger?
Well, I learned that it is important to be careful of our thoughts so we can have a calm mind. We need to fill our minds with the truth, free ourselves from the lies, focus on our goals, so we reach our true potential.
That is, the more we constantly say the positive things, it's going to drill in here, and that's the whole idea. So repetition is actually some of the key to the success. Meditative. Trigger, would you like to just end with this quote from the Bible?
Okay, yeah, it's a quote from Philippians. Summing it up, friends, I'd say you'll do best by filling your mind and meditating on things noble, authentic, best, not the worst, the beautiful and not the ugly, things to praise, not things to curse.
That is amazing. That's really good. So I'm really looking forward to seeing you all next week, and week 3 is all about the boost of confidence and how we're going to reach forward to our goal. Stay blessed, do the work, and have a fantastic week. See you. Welcome to the Hope to Heal Club, your road to recovery.